time to join us.
Hey, thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Well, let's hope today is a big day for you. We're talk a lot about your horses. You have many big chances. We'll just kind of go in order if you don't mind, and we can start in race number 5 with Unbridled Courage. As far as we know, that race is still on the grass, and I thought Unbridled Courage ran really, really well last time out. Just had a really wide trip all the way around, wide early, wide middle of the race, wide late, still kept trying, but generally on the grass, those type of trips don't work out. How is this one coming into the race today?
She's doing really good. First of all, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. I didn't know I was still 250 away from 1,000, but I got something to shoot for.
Yeah.
I thought I was closer, but whatever. I guess that means I just got to step my game up a little bit more, huh?
Hey, well, you know, the last few years have been good, and you're coming off one of your best years as far as purses are concerned. So I think last year you didn't have as many winners, but the winners were probably a little bit bigger ones.
Yeah, obviously, Ron Palucci's put some nice horses in the barn, and like you said, purse-wise. Didn't win as many as I usually like to, but it seems like we won a few of the right ones. We win three races with horses that we claimed. Obviously, Senior Kiscano, City of Weston is also in today when the stake off the claim, and then a mare named Perfect Steps. We claimed her for 25, and she won the stake also. But getting back to your question, Unbridled Courage, not a lot of people know this, but she ran within a 2-week period. She ran in the fairgrounds, got on the van, and then she ran here at Gulfstream. So obviously that's not ideal. The turf that day was really soft. I don't think it was good. It was soft, and like you pointed out, she had an extremely wide grip. And that's just not going to cut it. I mean, you can't play the grass like that. So, got the big switch today to leading rider who's been riding great for the barn. Me and Javier, thankfully, have been clicking pretty well. And nice short field, got the outside post, which, there's only one other speed horse in there. There's the one horse I think will go to the lead. We should be sitting a good trip right in behind her. And if she doesn't, for whatever reason, she doesn't break good, then we'll take it to her.
You'll have a horse that's drawn on the MTO, so we're not quite sure as of now. As you heard, you still haven't been scratched out of that race yet.
Oh no, actually, I just I know they came by to do Lasix, and I told them don't bother. So
okay.
So I guess I got to call the stewards and officially scratch. But
breaking news here on Elite Racing Network. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Peter Walder is scratched City of Weston. Main track only. You heard it here first.
I love that. Let's move on to your 8th race, where you have Yankee Dealer in here. Yankee Dealer just came into your barn last time out, and Yankee Dealer was entered in one of the Claiming Crown races that came off the grass. It was a race that was on the slop, and actually made a pretty nice middle move and a strong middle bid before fading and tiring a little bit. What can you tell us about Yankee Dealer coming in today's race?
I loved him going into that race. We bought him. He won that 3 other than in Saratoga. Nice, honest, older horse. He was training great on the dirt. And I just think, like you said, I think he kind of made a middle move. I think if we could have waited and made that same move about an 1/8 of a mile later than we actually did, I'm not saying he would have won the race, but he definitely would have been second or third. I mean, he made a huge move and then just kind of flattened out. He's coming out of the race great. He's been working great. And, listen, it's Gulfstream Park. It's a 3 other than. Some of the best trainers in the world have horses in there. It's not easy here in any race. But he's doing great. And, back to his favorite surface, obviously. And, the turf has a little bit of moisture in it. But, he seems to be an honest horse. He tries every time, so he should be all right.
And then you have 2 entered in the big one today, the Sunshine Millions Classic. You won the Classic last year in a real cool situation where you had just claimed Senor Kiscano, and you won that race at 20-1. And he's had some tough trips and a little bit of bad luck throughout the year. Talk to us about Senor Kiscano, how he's coming into this race. He showed some speed last time out at Gulfstream Park.
Yeah, he ran an awesome race last year, and it was obviously the highlight of the year for myself. I was going through a tough time. My grandfather was in the hospital, and he ended up passing away. And, the barn really needed that. And for Luch, it was awesome, too, because he put so much money in the game. He really deserved to win that. So it was great. And after that, he got a little ambitious, I'm the type of guy that if I know where Sherry Belief is running, I'm going to go the opposite way. But for whatever reason, we decided to go to the eye of the hurricane. It didn't work out very good, but he came back and ran an awesome race against Commissioner. And off of that, we went to Dallas, as you said, the Lone Star. And it just, they canceled that race. It was supposed to be run a week earlier, and they canceled it because of lightning. And he was really jacked up and ready to run the night that they canceled it. And then when they ran it back a week later, he just wasn't himself. And he ran a stud. And then we just decided to give him the summer off and do the right thing by the horse because he loves this racetrack and point for this race. And I really thought that I could train him fit. I was very disappointed in the Harlan Holiday because he had been working really, really good. He definitely had me fooled because he wasn't nearly as fit as I thought he was and just kind of quit after a half mile. So out of that, we just decided, there was the three of them, and we just decided to go back in there. And that race came up stupid tough. I mean, you look at the horses that were in that race, it was practically a grade 2. But he showed a lot of gumption. It's not often. Sorry, there's a truck going by.
That's okay.
It's not often that a horse runs stiff and just beat 8 lengths and the owner, trainer, and the jockey are happy. But I mean, he tried hard, showed a lot of gumption. Ran a fairly good race in the numbers, and it should set him up well for today. Third start off the layoff, and as a trainer, you take a little bit of pride in being able to win off the layoff. But I guess this is one of the cases where I'm going to have to just run him fit, and hopefully today's the day that he's going to be fit and get back to his old self. The race sets up good for him with Mr. Jordan's got some speed, and it should set up good for him. So hopefully he could repeat and make everybody happy.
You have a nice 1-2 punch in there, too, with runs with Bulls, who just came into your barn last time out as a winner. Overall, he's actually looking for his 4th consecutive victory, and you get Javier to jump aboard. Has to make you feel good about Javier keeping the faith after that win last time out. How's he doing coming into the race?
He's doing great. And actually, the guys in the barn have an ongoing bet. I mean, the riders, the grooms, and the riders, they got a little bet. And I keep on teasing my wife. My wife, her favorite horse is Skip Gahanna, and I keep on teasing the Runs with Bulls going to beat him. But, obviously it's a big step up for Runs with Bulls and from the Flaming Crown to this race. But, like you said, he won 3 in a row. He ran an awesome race last time. He's got no quit in him. The distance shouldn't be a problem. And, obviously Javier sticking with him is, that's huge. I mean, like I said before, we're clicking on all cylinders. And he probably could have rode anything he wanted in the race, so it's nice to be stuck with us. And, like you said, it should be a nice 1-2 punch. And if, it's good to have backup. And, the only thing, my phone has been blowing up all day with people asking me, which one of the 2 I like. And back in the day when you used to have entries, it would just be easy. It's just tell them to bet the entry. But now I have to actually pick one. And
whichever one's the higher price, right?
Yeah, I just tell them all I'm hoping for a dead heat. I'm terrible. Whichever one I'm going to saddle, you can be sure that the other one's going to run better. So, I think we'll leave it in the capable hands of the Pick 6 King and let him choose which one he thinks is going to run better or win. And because I don't know, John's a great handicapper, and I'm actually going to call him for a little bit of handicapping advice here. We usually go over big races. I have a lot of respect for him and been friends for a long time. And he's usually he's a very good handicapper and extremely unbiased. So that's kind of what you need, what I need when I look at the races.
Talking about Jonathan Stettin, the Pick 6 King, who's one of our handicappers. The Pick 6 King. He's come on with us, I think, every day so far here on the Elite Racing Network, and he's been dishing out some winners. One more question before we let you go. We've been talking about some of your better horses recently in the Classic. Who were some of the best horses you've ever trained? You probably imagine Force Freeze is on that short list, but Can you give us a couple names that come to mind of some of the best horses you've been around?
Yeah, well, actually, my first stake winner was a horse called Pyramus, who we claimed for $10,000. Ended up winning the George Rosenberger at Delaware. That's my first stake winner. But yeah, obviously Force Breeze is by far the best horse I've ever had. You know, probably should have won the Breeders' Cup. Premature move there. But he was freaky fast. The 2 races that he won, he set track records, and probably, just an awesome horse. Sweet and Sour Nina, she ran third in the Obia to Hard to Grace. Sonia's Angel ran second in the 60 sales. It's been Lacey Slew win the stake up in Maryland the same year. So I mean, the thing is, I'm not as fortunate as Todd or Chad or Bill Mott, where I have unlimited supply of money, where my owners could go to sale and buy those horses. So we kind of, my owners are everyday guys who claim them, and we gotta work our magic. And fortunately, over the years we've done so. And although I'm labeled as a claiming trainer, you give me a good horse, and I could certainly win with any kind of horse. But I'm thankful for what I have in the barn now, and for what I've had in the barn in the past. And my owners are extremely loyal, and just happy to be in the situation that I'm in. That I have 3 live ones in Sunshine Million, and another one in the Allowance race, and just happy to be doing it here at home at Gulfstream, because I love this place. It's my favorite racetrack, and I'm glad to be doing it all here.
And Peter, Lewis Masri here. The last time we had a trainer have 2 horses in a stakes race, they ran 1-2 at Santa Anita, December 26th, Phil D'Amato in the Daytona. So
you got some good juju.
You've got some good juju
sign
today.
Me up for that right now.
Yeah, you've got some good juju.
Sign me up.
Well, we're going to make sure we get some more people to send some good horses your way too. It was a great few minutes talking to you. We thank you for taking some time out. We hope to see you in the winner's circle many times, and we'll have to all get together and put in a ticket or two with the Pick 6 King.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. And anytime you want me, I'm only a phone call away. And best of luck to you guys out there.
Thank you, Peter.
Awesome. Thanks a lot,
Peter.
Thank you
very much. Thank you. Thanks.
It's I think one of my favorite kind of aspects of just being involved in horse racing and being on TV when I was with TVG and now being over here is when I get to talk to people that I've never had a conversation with, because it's so much different.